This week on Avalanche in San Diego. Guys, check out if Orosco Ridge truck trail is wet.
Oh man, Orosco Ridge got his first creek. There's a spot where we got stuck. Very long here ago. Yep, there's one more creek.
Oh wow, look at this.
What the?
Now we can get a car wash.
Man, this is the flood creek.
Santa Isabel Creek is overflowing the trail. Just a little north of here, the Temescal Creek, which starts at the mountains near Lake Henshaw, and Santa Isabel Creek flowing from Lake Sutherland merge in the Pamo Valley ranchlands. This was fun, let's do it a few more times.
Backward, 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 fast.
The concrete is quite slippery.
Five hours later.
On September 20th, 1845, Jose Maria Orozco, a customs agent, boarded his horse-drawn wagon and headed north from Old Town San Diego to what is now Valley Center to claim a piece of land covering 3 square leagues, approximately 13,298 acres. The property was a gift from the Mexican governor of California, Pio Pico, who had handed out similar vast parcels to other friends and patrons. It was one of 800 so-called Mexican land grant ranches awarded during a romantic period of history known as the Days of the Dons.
And also logwood, but
Orozco named the place Rancho Guajito.
what was the wood?
California's rancho period lasted from roughly 1816 to 1846. Vast tracts of land were parceled out lavishly to faithful friends and loyal followers of the Mexican governors of California. These owners were known as Dons, translated as a Spanish nobleman or gentleman. It was a feudal-like era and they lived like kings. Today all but one of those 800 land grant ranches is gone, carved up for developments, shopping centers, housing tracts, and towns. That lone surviving historic parcel is Rancho Guajito. Located off Lake Wolford Road on the east side of Valley Center. Guajito, despite its vast size, remains hidden but is just minutes from Valley Center Middle School and down the road from Nate's Butt Farm, a popular tourist destination. The ranch has had 8 owners over the past century and a half and has grown to 21,400 acres or 36 square miles. It covers a vast portion of the area known as Bear Valley, the original name for Valley Center. And, except for a hacienda built 30 years ago as a residence for the present owners, the historic ranch is exactly as it was in 1845 when Orozco first laid eyes on the parcel, a naturalist's paradise, and a working cattle ranch. Untouched by time, the property has been described as a ranch that cattlemen see only in their dreams, and a place where the Old West is alive and well. A rancher who ran cattle on the site for decades declared, "This is where the asphalt ends and the Old West begins." In the latter part of the 19th century, some 2,000 steers were driven to the ranch from the Oklahoma Territory in an event some called the Great Valley Center Cattle Drive of 1884. A century later, 1984, there was a major cattle roundup at Guajito attended by famed ranch hands and country music singer Charlie Daniels. The Valley Center Historical Society, which maintains a permanent exhibition on Rancho Guajito at the History Museum, has a significant archive on the property including copies of original maps, deeds and documents, many in Spanish, which was the official language of the territory in 1845. Don Jose Maria Orozco was a justice of the peace and a customs inspector in San Diego when Governor Pico gave him the gift of Rancho Guajito. 4 years earlier, Orozco had married Guadalupe Alvarado, whose father, the influential and prominent Don Juan Bautista Alvarado, already owned an adjoining 13,000-acre ranch called El Rincón del Diablo, now the city of Escondido. Orozco built an adobe home, raised great herds of cattle, and hosted countless fiestas, many of which attracted guests from 60 miles away. Governor Pico and his wife attended a fandango and rodeo at the rancho. Orozco and Guadalupe raised 3 children, Augustin, Trinidad and Luisa, during their 9-year residency. More than a century after the original Orozco family settled on Guajito, 60 or more descendants still live in Valley Center, although none has a proprietary interest in the ranch. Most of the modern-day family members spell their name Orozco with an S, instead of Z. The Little Mountain Range, Orosco Ridge and the eponymous truck trail the boys are on, is named after the family. The ranch boasts great stands of the county's rare Engelmann oaks, and there are reports that 16 species of raptors, among them the golden eagle, make their home on the property. There are also prehistoric American Indian sites, archaeological resources, and the presence of some endangered species of animals. It is not uncommon for a mountain lion to approach a visitor. An adobe house on site is believed to date to 1859 and there are remnants of a once active winery. Comprising more than 90 contiguous parcels, the ranch has grown over the years from its original historic size of 13,298 acres to approximately 23,000. The largest single addition came in 1940 when the adjoining Vineyard Ranch at 4,500 acres was annexed to Guajito. The most recent acquisition was the purchase of the equally historic 100-acre Rockwood Ranch in 2006. Vineyard is best known as the site where the largest ever California grizzly bear was weighed in 1866, giving Valley Center its original name of Bear Valley. Thank you for subscribing to the Avalanche History Channel. Today, the Orosco Ridge Truck Trail is managed by the Forest Service, inside the Cleveland National Forest. The United States government owns only Ridge part of the Orosco Ridge area, and is surrounded by a bunch of different landowners, including the City of San Diego, the State of California, the Rancho Guajito Corporation, and others. The old trail system is fragmented on various parcels, and most of the trails are closed to motor vehicles, including the Guajito Truck Trail, which would give access to most of the North County south of Palomar Mountain. Well, it is what it is.
Ooh. Ouch.
Orosco Ridge was used as a shooting area for 30 years, but was temporarily closed to shooting except for legal hunting in 2010, after a certain 2007 incident. Currently, it is a heavy metal disaster zone, waiting for the Forest Service to take an action to clean it up, and hopefully open it up again for recreational shooting. If that happens, you will see it in the Avalanche in San Diego.